playing Modern Warfare here again. I saw by the time we're doing a top 5 class setup. This is my first top 5 class setup ever. But yeah, for me it is the best class setup. We're doing the first class. For the first class we're doing the MP5. It's a really amazing class setup. I know there's a lot of different classes for the MP5, but for me it's one of the best classes that I have for the MP5. What I love about it, the aim down sight speed is super fast. Sound suppression, the recoil, not too much recoil. The aim stability is crazy. I don't care about it too much because I can take care of the recoil. I can like what's it called, hold it down. But the first attachment is okay. For the first attachment we use the subsonic integral suppressor. I use it because it has sound suppression, no visible tracers, aim down sight speed, and no enemy spawns. You use bullet velocity, but with this gun you actually don't need it too much because how it's such a fire rate. Like it's a fire, this gun has a high fire rate, so you technically just almost keep it the same. For our second attachment we're using a Ranger 4 grip. It has recoil control and aim stability. Aim walking movement speed and aim down sight speed, you lose it, but you get it with the rest of the attachments. What I like about the Ranger 4 grip is the recoil control. I don't need a lot of recoil control because I can take care of the gun like what's it called, I can control the recoil with my thing because I'm so used to like really like movable guns. And then for our third attachment we use 45 round magazine, and then the Pro is the only ammo magazine capacity, and then you lose aim down sight speed and movement speed, but you get it back with the next attachment. How I'm saying, I like using what's it called, a lot of ammo capacity, because with the ammo capacity, what if there's like a whole bunch of people and like there's like 5 and you have that much ammo and you just like you can just destroy all of that, like it's a squad of them, so you destroy all of them. Or you can destroy the 6 people in the whole team if you're playing a hardpoint or something like that, or like team deathmatch. You can destroy the whole team in one go, cause it's really good. A lot of people are like using ammo, a lot of ammo, cause it's like, you know, sight speed slow, but no, you need it, like you really need it. And then for our fourth attachment, I use stippled grip tape. The aim down sight speed and sprint fire speed you get, and then aim stability you lose. We already have a lot of attachments that have aim stability and recoil control and all that. You get the aim down sight speed and the aim sprint to fire speed. What I like about the sprint to fire speed is that if you jump over a corner, you don't have to aim in, and that takes like, not even if it's just a millisecond, that 1 millisecond can save your life. Like you just jump, shoot, don't even gotta aim in until like you're almost killing them, and then that's what I like. And then for our fourth attachment, I use fully loaded. Fifth attachment. It's not even an attachment. I use a perk. I use fully loaded so I can have a lot of ammo. I don't have to restock myself with anything. I don't have to use anything else because I'm not gonna use what's it called, scavengers. That's one of my perks that I don't use too much. For my perks, I use quick fix. So if I'm going on a squad and I'm almost dead, I just shoot one dude, kill him, and I get my health back. And then for my lethal, I use claymore and stem. I use ghost, so you really don't see me an ab. So I can just change how I have a rocket launcher. That's the first class. For the second gun, I use a P90. I love the P90. This is a really underrated gun. Like, I don't know why people don't use this gun too much. Like, this is the type of gun that I like using because, like, if I'm having a bad day with the other guns and I just start using this one, I become a god. Like, I just become the best player for no damn reason. Like, it's just those type of guns. Y'all know what I mean. So, I don't know why people don't, I don't know why it's not overrated. It should be overrated, not underrated. But my first attachment for this gun, I use a FSS 10.6 Pro for the barrel. Damage range, it adds damage range and bullet velocity. You lose aim down sight speed, but how this is a gun like SMG, the aim down sight speed is already super fast. And what I love about the barrel is that you get more range, like bullet range and all that, so it's really really helpful. It's really helpful. For my second attachment, I use tac laser. You get aim down sight speed, aim stability, and aim walking steadiness. You lose laser visibility to enemies, but sometimes I like having the visibility so the people know where I am, so they have to push me. So when they push me, they know I'm there. But that sometimes it's really good for me, because then I just be like, oh, okay, somebody push me. What if I just need one more kill if I'm getting veto or something like that? So it's really helpful. But then you get that aim down sight speed, you get aim stability, and you get aim walking steady. The aim walking steady is really helpful. Like, if there's a whole bunch of people and you need to move to the left and they're shooting you on the the right side, you move to the left and they miss. So it's really helpful. And for my third attachment, I use fly strap. For my stock, and it comes with sprint to fire speed, aim walking movement speed. The aim walking movement speed is really helpful always. Cause I'm telling you, like right there, y'all saw right there, I was shooting dude, he couldn't shoot me because I was moving left to right when I was aiming in. So it's really helpful with that. And then the sprint to fire speed, how I said, you don't have to zoom in immediately. You don't have to aim in immediately when you're shooting somebody. You just bring the gun out, shoot, and then just when you're shooting them and they're already kind of low, you just aim in when you want to, or you can just hip fire. So it's really good. For my fifth attachment, I use stippled grip tape. Stippled grip tape is really helpful because it comes with aim down sight speed and sprint to fire. You lose aim stability, but you already have really good stability. If you're really good with stability, go, what's it called? If you can control the stability really good, this is the gun for you. Like the gun moves a lot, but like right there, y'all see, it's not too bad, and it's good for long range. It's good for any range. Even if it's an SMG, it's good for any range. Like if somebody head glitch and you see them, shoot them in the face. It's a really good gun. And for the real grip is a stippled grip tape. And for this gun, what I use for perks and secondary weapon, I use a rocket launcher for secondary weapon. A lot of people don't like using it, but I like using it. And then for perks, I use quick fix, ghost, and amp. Lethal, I use proximity mine, and then tactical, I use a stem so I can heal up when I'm going over against a good amount of people. For our third gun, I use is my RAM. Technically, it is my RAM 7, because I don't get this for nobody. This is just my own class setup. I just made it up randomly. For the first, I use a barrel. So I use the Forge Tag Eclipse for my barrel. And it's really helpful because you got damage range and bullet velocity. This gun is this is the fastest fire rating, what's it called, the AR. It's as fast as AR, but with the damage range and bullet velocity, how it's so fast, what's it called, the control just goes crazy. You go brah. So you need the bullet velocity and the damage range. And then for the second attachment, I use XRK close quarter stock. That's my stock that I use. It's an aim down sight speed, because this gun's aim down sight speed is pretty slow, so I need it. I like the aim down sight speed fast, and then you lose aim stability, but you get it back. You get the aim stability back with the stippled grip tape. You get aim down sight speed, and you get French fire speed and the aim stability with the stippled grip tape for the rear grip. And then for the grip, you get you gotta use stippled grip tape again. I use aim down, and then it gives you aim down sight speed and sprint fire speed again. So it's a really, and you get, and the last attachment, I use 50 round mags, so you can just take care of those squads. How I say, you lose aim down sight speed and movement speed, but you already have 3 attachments that have aim down sight speed, so you're perfect. And the gun is really good. It's amazing. It kills super fast. Like, I haven't seen a gun that kills this fast. It's amazing. Oh yeah, and I use for the foregrip, for the grip, I use Ranger foregrip. You get recoil control and aim stability, and aim walking movement speed and aim down sight speed you lose. But how I said, you have the aim stability, so the gun is like really stable. It's really good for far range, close range, any kind of range. It's a really good gun. So, yep. With the perks that I use with this gun, I use for my perks. I use quick fix, ghost, so no UAV see me, in amp. I use amp because my secondary gun is an RPG like always. Lethal, I use claymore, and then stim for my tactical. Okay, for my my top 4 gun, I use the MP7. You already know from my video the MP7 is the best gun. I got $5, this and that. But yeah, what I use for my grip, I use Commando foregrip. Commando foregrip comes with recoil stabilization and aim stability. This gun, how it's like a SMG. The SMG is like really like has a high. That this is one of the fastest SMGs out there. It's one of the fastest, not the fastest, but it is one of the fastest. So it's like really quick at just shooting. Like it's one of the best guns in the game. What I think. That's the first attachment. My second attachment, I use 60 round mag, so I can take care of, how I say always, you can take care of all them squads. You don't have to worry about anything about just running out of ammo. You just shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot until you run out of ammo. But you have to, that's why I love this gun. For my third attachment, I use granulated grip tape. It gives you aim stability, aim walking steadiness. With the aim walking steadiness, it's really helpful. So how this gun is like, it's a good gun to shoot fast, but how it's like, it has such low damage if you aim in for a while and you wait for the people, it's really helpful. And then the aim stability is really helpful, how I said, so the gun doesn't move around too much for people. And then you lose aim walking movement speed, but you don't need that too much with this gun, because this is a rush gun. Like, you rush. So it's really help. This is a rush class. And for my third attachment, no stock, how I said, more mobility, movement speed, you get it. You get aim down sight speed. You lose aim stability, and you lose recoil control. But this gun, if you like SMGs, the recoil's not even that bad, because with everything you get. And then the last, that's not even an attachment, it's a perk. I use fully loaded. Fully loaded is really helpful for how I said, you don't even have to run out of ammo, nothing like that. For my secondary gun, I use the rocket, like RP, always RPG. Perks, quick fix, restock, and amp. I like using restock. And lethal, I use claymore, and then tactical, I use stim. I like using restock for this, because sometimes if you're going for a nuke, you're going like just a high kill, you need to camp just for a little bit. So you place a claymore. I don't camp too much, but you just camp for like a little bit. So you place a claymore, somebody get killed by it, really amazing. Okay, now we're in our last class now. For the last class, I use the Car 98 and the Vector for my secondary, or the Phoenix, however y'all want to call it. But I use the Phoenix for my secondary because the Car 98 gets a lot of hit markers. Like even if you shoot on like above the chest or anything, you get so many hit markers. I'm talking about like so many. So the Phoenix, you have, how I said, my perks are always, for my third perk is amp, like always, and then overkill for my secondary perk, and for my first perk is quick fix. And for my lethal, I use thermite, stim, and that's what I use. But for the first thing on the sniper, I use attack laser for the thing on the sniper. I like about it because you get aim down sight speed, aim stability, and aim walking steadiness. None of that matters. The only two that matter is aim stability and aim walking aim down sight speed is really helpful. Laser visibility doesn't matter. If you quick scope like me, you're gonna see it like just when you barely see it, like just when you barely see it, so it doesn't matter. Just so you can aim down faster. For my secondary attachment, I use a sniper scope. You already know why. And then for my third attachment, I use F-Tech Sport Combo, aim down sight speed. It's because for me, what I want from the snipers is the fastest sniper, like just a fast sniper, as fast as I can zoom in anything. And then for my fourth one, I use stipple grip tape, aim down sight speed, and sprint fire speed. I just want the aim down sight speed. And then that's what I use for that. And then for my secondary gun, I use, for the Vector, the first attachment I use is the 1MW laser, hipfire accuracy. How it is SMG, the hipfire accuracy, you need it. How it's such a fast shooting SMG, you really helps for it. For my second attachment for it, 40 round mag, this gun loses ammo so fast. This is the fastest SMG in the whole dang game. You shoot it in like 3 seconds, you don't have no more ammo. Like you're out of ammo. Like it's crazy. Like you don't even understand how fast this is. But you lose aim down sight speed and movement speed. That doesn't matter because already it's super fast aim down sight speed gun. And then I use Merc 4 grip for my third attachment. recoil control and hip fire accuracy. Like always, I need the hip fire and then recoil control because it's a really fast sniping. It has a lot of recoil. You need a lot of control on it. And then for my grenaded, for my fourth attachment, I use grenaded grip tape, aim stability, aim walking steady. Really helpful. You use aim walking movement speed, but you already had that. You get it back. You have that from the Mark IV group. And then my last is not even an attachment, it's a perk. I use fully loaded. So, cause how this gun, he runs out of ammo so much. You need that fully loaded, cause then you'll be out of ammo in like the first 2 rounds. You'll be like, wait a minute, didn't I just shoot? That's why. But yeah. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video here. Hope you're having a nice day, nice night, a nice morning, whatever you're watching from the US, anywhere. Hope you're having a great, amazing day. Hope nobody in your family suffering by coronavirus. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be praying for everybody that subs to me. Thank you for 200 subs. Now I'm at 212. Love you guys. Y'all the best fan base I have. I'm sorry. I bet you I understand why I haven't posted. My grandma's been bad. I'll explain that later. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Dios los acompañe en nombre de Jesús. Aquí estoy orando para todos aquí en nombre de Jesús. Amén. Que Dios los acompañe. Peace out, guys. Peace.